Ladies and gentlemen, as part of the progress of revamping our channel, today I want us to begin by tackling the question in CPA foundation level for Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board. In short, in other countries, it could be referred to as CPA. For you to be able to qualify to be a public accountant, you must have satisfied the Board of Examiners of Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Board before proceeding to be given a license to practice as an accountant. And today, in the year 2022 April exam of information technology, that is paper, under foundation level, I'll be able to tackle question 1. This question, or more specifically targeting to be able to enlighten the students on the role of e-commerce that has been able to revolutionize the industry. That is why currently in Kenya, you are able to make shopping online at your comfort of your home and be delivered to your doorstep. So the question, the examiners have considered several factors when they develop a question, because the one that is domineering is ethics. The second one is, the first one is Matters Spreadsheet software, which is currently in use, and we are using it to be able to aid us in doing our work in organization. So the question 1 of this particular examination, that is Wednesday, that is April exam 2022, and question 1 was saying that explain 5 factors to consider when selecting a spreadsheet software. When we say a spreadsheet software, it is the normal software that we normally use in our offices to assist us to be able to carry out our duties as accountants. Because while answering this exam, you must not be able to confuse this question with the general question of a computer science student or ICT student. This is a business perspective approach. And one of the factors to consider when actually acquiring a software or any software, one of them is the flexibility of the software to be used in an organization. How flexible is it to fit the activities and day-to-day running of the organization? The second item is the resources that are needed. Which resources do you need? How much cost does it involve? Resources in the case of the peripheral items, that is the hardware that you require to be able to deploy the software. When we say resources, we have the servers that the system will be hosted on, the internet. These are some of the factors that are considered. The third item rather, is the scalability solution. How are you able to advance the system from the level that you are today in the year 2022 to the level that you will be in the year 2023 and going forward? And when you are actually acquiring a software, you look at an organization as an organization that has a perpetual succession, and you look at forward where you are heading to. So you look at scalability. The third item is competitive advantage compared to other systems that organization A, B, C, D have. How will you be able to utilize the system more competitively than what the other organization have? That is what we call the concept of competitive advantage. So that was question number 1A of April exam 2022. That is Kasneb exam, or in other words, Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board. The second question was question B. Explain the following terms as applied in data security in e-commerce. E-commerce, in other words, is what we call electronic commerce. That is, in other words, purchasing things electronically. It could be online. You require an item from London, you require an item from UK, you require an item from Western Tigers, Eastern Tigers, Western Tigers. How are you able to get this item? You get it through e-commerce. E-commerce came the other day, and it has actually revolutionized the industry. And the leading firm in e-commerce is currently Alibaba.com. We have Alibaba, we have Amazon, we have other platforms that we normally utilize to buy items from the rest of the countries. So explain the meaning of the following terms. The first one, that is part of data security of this e-commerce. One is privacy, the second one is integrity, the third one is authentication, The fourth one is non-repudiation. Let me start with privacy. What it means when we say privacy in e-commerce. We know in e-commerce, in whatever we're doing, either purchasing item online or selling online, we need to be able to actually take into consideration the privacy. So what we mean when we say privacy? Privacy is control of one person or data. And security, one, you control the personal data without revealing the identity and the security of this particular person, so that whoever would attempt to access as a third party without having the rights, he or she will not be able to access. So privacy relates to the security issues, that whoever has an account should be the one accessing that particular account. The second item is integrity, as used in e-commerce, and it means ensuring that any information that the customer have shared online remain unaltered. What do we mean? If today I have an information as the CPA being my name, it means the account that I have with the farm, the respective farm, should remain to be my own account without being altered by any third party. As we know, the current rampant of cyber attackers who are in the loose, they're actually targeting young and upcoming generation in fleecing their accounts, bank account. So even e-commerce platform works very well as any other electronic banking because you make online payment. The third item is authentication. And authentication, in other words, mean what? It's a process of verifying someone. You verify someone who claim to be the one looking in into the system. So in e-commerce site, or maybe any other credit information, so you authenticate, you verify, find out whether he or she is the one looking in. And how you can be able to achieve this is maybe linking the credit card information with the mobile phone, so that you are being sent an OTP number. So if anybody else attempts to log into your account, you can be able to verify using your phone and report to the respective authority. So that is what we call authentication. The third item that needs to be explained as far as e-commerce is concerned is what we call non-repudiation. Non-repudiation. That was a question, current 3 marks. And this is a security service, yes, that creates, collect, and validate and maintain cryptographic evidence in electronic transaction in order to support the settlement of dispute. So it's about collection. It collect and validate whichever the information of transaction for us to be able to execute electronic transaction and support the settlement of dispute. That was question 1. B, that is Roman number 1 to number 4. Question C of the same question 1 of 2022 April exam was saying that the student were required that outline 2 advantages of professional code of ethics. When we say professional code of ethics, as a professional accountant in Kenya, you must be able to subscribe to Code of Ethics of the Institute of Certified Public Accountant, which myself I am a member. I must be able to abide by all these regulations. Because the industry, we need to bring sanity, we need to bring a very proper approach of whatever we're doing. So basically what it means is that when we say professional ethics, these are code of conduct, the practices that you are required to do as an accountant. Even doctors themselves, they have their own practice. Attendees, they have their own practice. So here the question was, outline the advantages of professional code of ethics. And one of them is, it improves society. When we have professional ethics, a society will have an improve, because at the end of the day, you do a very genuine business with the members of society. Secondly, it maintains the morals. Thirdly, it builds a strong teamwork in an organization. And it supports employee growth. When we have professional ethics, you will be able to grow as an employee, because when it reaches a time that you need to be promoted, definitely you will get promoted and be able to move to the next level or category of employment. So it improves society, maintain morals, build strong teamwork, and be able to support employee growth. You are required only to mention two. Rama number two of the C was highlight the drawbacks of professional code of ethics. What are some of the challenges of professional code of ethics? What are the drawbacks? What are the demerits? And one of them is that it becomes inconsistency in its application, unlike any other law that is like Constitution of Kenya, for example, where you apply uniformly. But code of ethics is there is an inconsistency in its applicability, and also it limits the practice of law. Whatever you want to practice as it is required by the Constitution, it will limit you because you will be abiding to only professional ethics. Question number D of question 1 was examine 3 impacts of internet on the education sector. We know internet has impacted positively in the life of every Kenyan across the world, all the countries that you are watching from. Internet has been able to change your life in one way or another. But the question was targeting more specifically the education sector. And if I can answer the question in Kenyan perspective, examine 3 impacts of internet on education sector. One of them is access to global resources. The internet has allowed us to access the books worldwide. We've been able to get the books through all the sites that is selling, the channels to foster education in institution of higher learning, colleges, different colleges. We've been able to access the resources. The second one is it has enhanced effective communication. We are able to communicate with people across the world. People who are in India, people who are in Australia, Sydney, people who are in United States of America, people who are in Kazakhstan, Pakistan, and the rest of the world. We are able to communicate effectively. And finally, the role of internet is that it has allowed the universities to start the online teaching. So learning remotely, you are able to learn at the comfort of your home. You are able to learn, to attend classes, to be able to do assignment, and be able to carry out activities in relation to all these learning issues as far as it is concerned. So basically that was question 1 of foundation level information technology of CPA, that is certified public accountant and certified secretaries foundation level of April 2022. See you guys. Thank you. In the next video, I'll be discussing question 2 of the same paper, that is foundation level of April 2022 exam. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.